I don't know who he is, but wow.
We could be close.
Seriously. Hello, everybody. What's up? It's Wes, Hank, and Andy back for another installment of Random Fandom on this lovely Tuesday night. I hope everything is well where you are. The weather is great here today, finally.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I shouldn't say finally. We just had a big dumping of rain, but we needed it to put half the country that was on fire to put that out. So
It's still going though. Some of it's still going.
Hopefully the air quality is improved where you are. Hank, how about things in your neck of the woods? Are you still on fire?
Nah, it's all under control. I don't think there's anything. The north thing, the Tantalon stuff, is all completely done and over with.
That is okay. That's good then.
And yeah, it didn't. I mean, it was real bad. Don't get me wrong, but it didn't reach it wasn't as bad as like media was portraying.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
A lot of people were just, and with great reason that they were overreacting. I found it interesting though that it started to get old, and they've stopped now, but they were using the alerts.
Yep,
we're getting them daily.
Oh wow!
And they started using them to tell you positive things, which I thought was really strange.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
Really bizarre.
Like the emergency alert system.
Yeah. To say these people in this area are now allowed to go home.
Oh wow! Well, I mean, how do you reach the widest number of people at once?
Yeah, it just seemed odd. I don't know. Most people, if I was following Halifax fire Twitter feed, and the alerts were coming. They were being tweeted out before the alerts were hitting.
Right.
Cases. But good here. Everything's okay here. Yeah.
Well, that's good. We don't have a fire here, but my daughter hit a skunk with her truck the other day, and
sometimes that's worse.
Does it linger?
Not a fan.
I think I can smell it.
Yeah, can you smell? Can you smell through the internet?
I don't know.
That's going to be the next thing. That's going to be the next thing, right?
Smell-o-vision.
Smell-o-vision.
Didn't somebody propose that back in the 80s?
Yeah, really.
They had those augmented those theaters. They were augmented, but they would pump in the smell of popcorn or
that happen.
What you had something pumped into the theater?
Yes, when my wife and I were on our honeymoon, we went to the 3D ride experience for the Polar Express.
Oh wow!
And as you're sitting there, it's a repurposed
cotton candy, candy canes.
No, but you're in the motion seat, so you're going up and down on the track.
Oh yeah.
And during the hot chocolate scene, they pumped in hot chocolate.
No.
So as it's coming out, it's like, oh, I smell the hot chocolate.
Oh, that's interesting.
And then as you're going through the snow, they actually pumped a bunch of snow through the auditorium. So it's like, oh, it's snowing and we're outside.
That's pretty cool.
It was pretty immersive.
Where was this?
In Niagara Falls.
In Niagara. Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
Okay. I have yet to attend a movie with it. I mean, although I did notice D-Box seating at Oshawa North, the one on Taunton Road, the Cineplex there, has D-Box seating in some of their auditoriums. So I'm interested to check that out. That is a piece of Random Fandom, isn't it?
Yeah.
Audience, if you guys have experienced a D-Box movie, I'm very curious to know what the user experience was like. Do tell us in the comments. Or you can, I keep using the wrong. I'm looking at the monitor and I'm looking at the wrong one. You can use all the stuff over here. Of course, we got all the comments coming in live tonight here in the chat from whatever platform you were watching us tonight. You can use the embedded WhatsApp link. You can call us up here. We are we have the technology. It does work. Yes, it has worked. We can't cover all of the entertainment news that comes out over the course of a week. We try to get a wide swath of interesting stories, things that sort of catch our eye.
Do we ever this week?
The collection this week is
All over the board.
It's eclectic to say the least. But before we do that, let me see. Did I set this up right? Oh, I did too.
This is making it official now.
It is. It's making it official. I managed to put a trap out, and I got him.
You caught him.
I did. I caught him, and I pressed him into service. And it's time. It's that time where we introduce another piece of
Random Fandom Trivia.
Nice.
Oh. This week, the Random Fandom. Anybody a friend of the Friends sitcom?
I never watched an original run.
Have you since?
I've since watched a few episodes. I don't watch it religiously.
Since it went to Netflix, I started watching it. I have not made it very far into it, but I thought it's a few years old. I give it a try now.
Sure.
I'm aware of it. I've been around people that watched it, kind of. If you know what I mean. Yeah.
All right. Our question tonight is from the sitcom Friends. What is Chandler Bing's middle name? Chandler Bing's middle name.
Couldn't tell you if my life depended.
I don't even
on
know.
it.
Oh, are you a hockey fan? Is it Lady Bing? The Lady Bing trophy?
Lady.
That's for the guy who picks up his dude's
Chandler
police,
Lady Bing. No, it is not Lady. Any more for any more? Anybody?
Chandler
Anybody?
Crosby Bing.
There we go.
Chandler Cherry Bing.
Wow.
No, that's not it either. No. The actual answer is Muriel.
Wow.
Muriel. Chandler
The
Muriel
truth is always more horrible.
Well, you want to talk about the truth. Our first story tonight comes with a whole lot of truth bombs, or at least truth bombs from one crazy tweeter's point of view. That being said, let's get this thing rolling here. Let's move this over here. Get this set up. We lost the Iron Sheik last week. The Iron Sheik, born in Iran, Hossein Khosrow Ali Vasiri, obviously the Iron Sheik, died last Wednesday, June 7th, at the age of 81.
Yeah.
Sheiky did make his way into the WWE Hall of Fame back in 2005.
Yes,
And the outpouring of condolences has been nonstop from his former wrestling compadres, as well as people from all different walks of entertainment.
he was one of the greatest heels of all time.
Yeah, absolutely. Was an actual. Did you watch his documentary?
Yes.
Okay, so I highly recommend, if you have not seen the Iron Sheik documentary,
Go watch that.
it's on Prime
I
Video.
believe.
Yeah, on Prime Video. Go and watch it, and then dive into everything that is Iron Sheik, because in the last few years of his life, turns out Sheiky Baby became celebrity times two by his prolifery on the Twitterverse.
Mhm.
So
That's putting it mildly.
as sad as we are to see him go, the internet is forever, everybody.
Yeah, and this legacy ain't going nowhere.
Right. And so
It is etched in history.
I thought it would be fun. Andy, we talked before the show
We did.
how we were going to handle this story, and I thought, you know what? Let's just give a fair warning, everybody. The Iron Sheik's tweets are not for the faint of heart. We're gonna
get a little blue.
we're gonna read some, and as we go through the other stories tonight, we'll check in with Sheiky Baby and see what he's got to say.
Mhm.
But let's have one here now.
Out of context, I love it.
If you're still sleeping, you're a dumb piece of shit. You get Iron Sheik alarm clock on the iTunes, or go fuck yourself.
So, or criticizing an alarm clock, but still saying, "Get my alarm clock."
The Iron Sheik, although he did not really have, so he had someone manage his social media for him. If you've seen the documentary, you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
But these are direct quotes. These are not altered in any way. It's
Yeah.
as if he was speaking into the phone.
Text to speech.
I
Or
wake
speech to
up.
Text, I guess.
I wake up. I beat the fuck out of my clock. Don't tell me what fucking time it is. Fuck the clock. And the
Wow.
funny thing is, I hear it in his voice.
Yeah, you have to. You absolutely have to.
Wow, that's impressive.
Oh my god, yeah. Sad to see the Iron Sheik go. This weekend just passed, was Joe Fest in Augusta, Georgia, and one of the guests of honor was none other than Sergeant Slaughter. Of course, Slaughter and the Sheik had a huge run back in the 80s. And Slaughter, I saw some photos as friends of ours were attending Joe Fest. Slaughter had a picture of the Sheik at his booth as a way to sort of just tip his hat to him. So yeah, condolences to the Sheik's family and to everybody who loved him. But the Twitterverse is forever. And like I said, we will check back in with him as we go throughout the show.
Uh-oh.
Do
we get another one? What are you doing? We're going out of this one now.
We got
there we go. This
upcoming film.
Oh yeah, you brought this up last week.
Yeah, I'm stoked for this one. I like the first three.
I did as well.
Yeah. So the tagline is "They'll die when they're dead," and Stallone and Clue, they're returning for a fourth go around for the Expendables franchise.
Expendables 4, Expendables.
Yep. We are getting some new blood this time, though, but we're gonna have to wait until September to see how it all pans out.
Did we not get?
Is that Fox? Is that Megan Fox or Jamie?
That is
Megan Fox. Yeah,
the ghost of Red Fox.
Megan Fox. We saw Tony Jaa there, and I'm not sure if he's not playing a villain in this one.
I'm not sure because he did play a villain in the Fast franchise. And
oh my God! Please don't tell me it's a crossover.
No, it's not. No, his character in Fast dies in the same movie.
Okay, that's good. That's good. My heart can only take so much.
Which kind of sucks for Tony Jaa because he is friggin' incredible.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. Randy Couture's back. We got Jason Statham. I just said this not too long ago. I've been waiting for some more Lee Christmas.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna get it.
Yes, you are.
We got 50 Cent, who we talked about not too long ago. We got Dolph Lundgren coming back. Dolph Lundgren, by the way, with a huge health scare recently. If you haven't followed that, did we talk about him? We did talk about it. No, we didn't, did we?
I don't think so.
He had a bit of a health scare recently. A very serious cancer.
Oh no.
Yeah. So, but he's doing well right now, and wish him well as well. Now, there's some names here that I don't recognize.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know everybody on this list?
I do not.
I do not either. Hank, do you recognize any of these other names?
Randy Couture, is that
Randy Couture? He's the MMA fighter. Yeah,
yep. He's coming back.
Scipio.
I don't know that one.
I don't know who that is either. Andy Garcia. Andy Garcia.
Maybe Andy Garcia.
And of course, Sylvester Stallone, Barney Ross himself.
No Mickey Rourke though.
No Mickey Rourke. And while we're talking about Expendables, what happened to? Do you guys remember when they were talking about Expendables? Expendables. They were going to try and do a lady version to the franchise.
Maybe this is the stepping stone. If you get Megan Fox in there.
Well, I think they were more talking like, let's get a Linda Hamilton and a Sigourney Weaver, and get those ladies back together. If you had to, who would you pad the roster with?
You get your Scarlett Johanssons.
Ming-Na Wen?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, for sure I would. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Rosario Dawson probably be good.
Oh, that's a good choice too. Yeah, very good. Very good.
Oh,
probably,
her name escapes me.
What's her Hunger Games there?
Oh my gosh. Katniss Everdeen. that's her character. Young Mystique.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Is that who we're thinking about?
Yeah, that's who we're thinking.
That's terrible.
She was in that space movie with Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence. There it is.
Yeah.
Lawrence
for the win.
While we're at it, we might as well get Nebula and Gamora in there too.
Oh yeah. So we'll just have every franchise from every verse crossover. But it's not the Expendables. It's
Sigourney Weaver.
It's the Expendables 4. Did you read the tagline?
They'll die.
They'll die when they're dead.
Yeah.
What kind of tagline is
that? That signifies
that's as good as any line in any of their individual sort of franchise movies.
Yeah.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Yeah, really.
Adventurers, I ain't got time to bleed.
Hey, no Schwarzenegger in this one either.
No.
And which is interesting because he was
gonna be like some weird cameo
competitor.
Yeah.
Can you call him a mercenary? I guess a private military contractor. Is that the correct term now?
I think so.
Mercenary. Yeah.
Well, no Schwarzenegger, no Bruce Willis, no.
Well,
Chuck,
I mean, we know why Bruce Willis is not returning.
Yeah, Bruce isn't. He's retired.
Not acting anymore.
Come on. That he knows.
Norris?
Sorry.
Chuck Norris can show up again.
Too soon.
It is an adult show, everybody.
Yep, especially this one.
If you can't make fun of them, what can you?
Yep.
All right then. Let's see.
So
Yeah.
before we jump on the next one,
What?
let's revisit.
Is it time?
It's time
we're
for
going to
another.
talk it. We're going to check in with the Shiki baby.
Let's check in.
Shiki baby says, apparently the Sheik has some strong opinions about Justin Bieber.
He is not a fan.
Good night, Justin Bieber. Fuck you times 10 billion.
Yeah. Or maybe he really likes him.
Maybe.
Justin Bieber, go fuck yourself.
No.
And then what else is he saying here? Oh, Justin Bieber, nice young man. He best singer. April Fool Day, Justin Bieber, have squirrel dick and fuck his own ass till he shit his mother out.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Filtered.
Yeah.
Wow.
Arguably, though, like his Twitter following, I didn't get a count on that. Did you?
I did
by
not.
chance? It was like,
He's got to be
God,
in the millions.
it was like astronomical.
That's
People that
crazy.
had never, and there are people that only know him from
Twitter,
Twitter.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh, that's crazy.
always
That
fun
makes
to
me
check
want
in.
to slip in some doozies organically. That's awesome.
Always
Wow.
nice to check in with the Sheik and see what's on his mind.
So we
'Cause
touched on
he
this
will
one,
tell you. We did. We talked about
Yeah,
this.
we touched on this lately last night.
Last night. Yeah, last night, actually. We got the official word on the new release date for the live action Ahsoka Tano. It is now coming out August 23rd. Yeah, of course, Rosario Dawson made her live action debut as Ahsoka back in season two of The Mandalorian, and then we got to see her reprise the role in the Book of Boba Fett.
Or
I won't
The
say-
Mandalorian season 2.5.
I'm not going to say season 1 of the Book of Boba Fett because I'm still unsure if there will be another season, to be honest.
It's all part of the same book.
You know how I feel about that. Of course
Yeah.
it is. Of course it is.
The Book of Filoni.
Yeah. The official logline says, set after the fall of the Empire, Star Wars Ahsoka follows the former Jedi Knight Ahsoka Tano as she investigates an emerging threat to a vulnerable galaxy. Of course, she's joined by our live action Sabine Wren, played by Natasha Liu Bordizzo. Mary Elizabeth Winstead will be taking the role of Hera Syndulla, and the late Ray Stevenson as the mystery character Balin Skull, and Ivana Sakno as Shin Hati. Diana Lee Inosanto is coming back as Morgan Elsbeth. Did we know that?
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
No, for sure.
I mean,
I had
they were
heard that.
kind of, I guess they were kind of they were doing the same thing, looking for, I mean, where is Thrawn?
Yeah.
I think Elsbeth's character was essentially doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Or at the very least preparing for this
The
return.
emerging.
Yeah. His imminent return that was hinted at in in
What did we just finish?
the end of The Mandalorian, the last
Yes.
season
3.
3 of The Mandalorian. My gosh, have we done 3 of these already?
Well, we did 2.5.
Oh, yeah. David Tennant as Hu Yang, of course, the ancient Jedi training droid, which
Mhm.
I'm excited to see. I'm quite looking forward to that. And no surprise now, if you saw at Celebration, Lars Mikkelsen as Grand Admiral Thrawn, and Iman Isfandi appearing as Ezra Bridger. I did not put a slide in for this, but I did mention this to you guys earlier today. Thought we should share it with you guys out there who are listening and watching. Today, it is Tuesday, June 13th, 2023. 1 year ago today, we did our first live stream on the new Fandom Power Podcast YouTube
That's
channel.
awesome.
So we've been on
They
our
grew up
own.
fast.
For
Been on our
52
own.
weeks.
Yeah, 52 weeks. And my God, our back catalog is pretty significant and growing weekly.
Mhm.
All right. This next one. This is another one of yours, Andy.
It is, but
Oh my! We can't go forward without going backward. This time, we're taking a poke at Hulk Hogan, as the Sheik wants to say, "Happy birthday, Hulk Hogan! My gift to you that I didn't break your fucking leg, jabroni."
Mhm.
now eventually I think they did make peace.
Sure,
But-
sure.
Did they really?
Well, it's funny though because I mean, how much of it was heat and how much of it was,
Yeah, because Hulkamania was built off the back of the Iron Sheik.
it really,
Like-
really was.
Hogan winning that title set him off.
Sheik was like an Olympic level trainer, though,
Oh,
right? Like
yeah.
he was training when he moved to America. He was invited to train the U.S.
Olympic
Olympic
team.
team. Yeah. So, I mean, the Sheik's credentials speak for themselves, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he probably would be more aptly paired against like a Kurt Angle, really.
Really, yeah.
Similar backgrounds. Yeah, where are we going next? I don't know because I didn't arrange the slides, so I'm getting surprised as you are.
Next up, this one
Okay.
is this been like 22 years in the making.
Oh, crazy.
If you didn't see it the first time through, Joe Madureira, he did a title called Battle Chasers.
This is a new thing for me. I'm not familiar with this.
And basically he did 9 issues of it, and part of it, like, he would do a few issues, then there'd be a little bit of a draw because he was doing it
Sure, sure.
himself. And then a couple months later you'd get an issue, and then like 2 years later you'd get an issue. And finally he got to number 9 and left it as a cliffhanger. And oh yeah, it'll come eventually.
Right.
And now that was scheduled originally for November in 2001.
What?
Yeah.
one.
But he did, he
kinda
left.
choppy.
Yeah, he ended up leaving the comic book industry to pursue more video game design.
Wow. Okay.
But he promised, he would return to it at some point, but never
There's-
happened. He promised like to do a crowdfunded one. Didn't happen.
Okay.
But now, finally, this week in shops, issue 10 is here.
Now, are you personally following this line?
I am. I read the first run.
You did. Okay.
And I gave up. Like,
Oh, wow.
it's never going to happen. Never going to happen.
Yeah.
But here we are. So
I read the first issue. I was stoked. I mean, I wasn't collecting a lot of comics at the time, but his claim to fame before this, I guess, and this is a good claim to fame. Any news is good news. But he had an outstanding run on Amazing Spider-Man. Like,
Oh, okay.
he's a seriously talented artist.
yeah, he mixes like the modern US with a little like almost anime twist.
Yeah.
Well, has he done his own covers?
The cover on the
The
right
white
there is
background cover.
White
is
one.
his.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
But
totally see what you're getting.
He is
at, yeah.
off. He's handing off art duties for this issue to what is his name? Sorry,
Oh, no, that's okay.
Ludo Lullaby.
Ludo Lullaby.
This is a new one
presume
for me.
That is
I
a
don't-
real name.
I don't know this artist, but yeah, good to know that we're finally going to get an issue.
Okay, that's cool.
That's hilarious.
I definitely see the Japanese influence there. I look at that and that the character with the green hood very much reminds me of
Like a Link.
the cleric character in Vox Machina.
Yes,
Very
Yeah,
similar
yeah.
with the large, the big eyes. I think are what does it for
Yeah.
me, really. But
but yeah,
yeah.
it'll be nice to see if the story finally concludes or
Right.
or what. But yeah,
All right. Oh, just looking ahead at the notes here. This one ties back into the fires. Funny that you've got a siren going on there back there, Hank,
yeah,
which just segues nicely into our next story.
does it?
I don't know. It's
Let's
it's
see
a
what
treat to
pops-
find out what's
let's see
happening.
what pops up next year.
Oh, so the Iron Sheik also has strong opinions about Miley Cyrus. Cheeky Baby says Miley Cyrus wins Golden Globes for whore. Miley Cyrus win Emmy Awards for you are most embarrassing dumb bitch. I'm going to break your neck and suplex you forever, you jabroni. Hashtag Emmy.
Wow.
Good night,
Wow.
hashtag Miley Cyrus. Please go fuck yourself.
Oh my!
That's crazy.
Wow, he when the Iron Sheik swings, he swings
Right for the
For the
fences.
fences, yeah.
Yep.
That's crazy.
But back to the fire.
Yeah, going back to the fire thing, and this one closer to home,
yeah.
especially for you, Hank.
Apparently, there are rumors circulating that Canada's greatest weatherman
Yeah.
may be responsible for some of the wildfires currently burning throughout Canada. Well, Frankie McDonald has taken to Twitter with a response,
Okay.
and we have a clip of that here.
Oh, let's check it out.
Hey everybody, I'm going to address the issue. I did not start the fires at all. People start rumors about Frank Nell started fires. It wasn't true at all. I didn't start fires at all. I don't start fires at all from Frank Downs.
So there you have it.
You know, I've said it before, and I will say it again. Frankie McDonald is a national treasure.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
And if you don't already, get out there and look for his action figure.
Frankie says, "Be prepared," and we were.
Yes. So I don't know what pops up next year, but
Oh, well, what do you know? Now we're attacking the calendar.
yeah, the Iron Sheik does not like Mondays.
You want to take a run? You want to take a run at these?
No, you're
Oh,
good.
okay, I'm doing all right. All right.
Oh my goodness.
Quote, Monday, you dumb son of a bitch. Go fuck yourself.
But can Monday respond?
But everybody hates
I
Mondays.
do.
But apparently he hates Monday so much that it was fuck the Monday forever. And fuck the Wednesday or the Thursday, whichever day today is, fuck it. Hashtag Team
I'm
Shiki.
enjoying those way too much on a live broadcast.
Oh, well, I mean,
wow.
you know, how else to make light of something that was very tragic, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
I will miss him. I remember when they carted him out at the Royal Rumble, and he could barely stand in the ring, and then he won it.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I do not.
Oh, sorry, maybe it wasn't the Royal Rumble. There was a it was on a
A
it was a
Legends
big
Battle
it was a
Royale
big
or
paper.
something?
Yeah, it was a big pay-per-view. No, it wasn't even a Legends thing. It was a battle royal, but I don't remember what the pay-per-view and I don't remember what year it was. But I mean, he was long done.
Yeah.
But yeah, they rolled him out and he won the whole thing, which was just like, what? The Iron Sheik just won? Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. It might have been in the early 2000s. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look that one up.
Fair enough.
Hashtag Team Shiki.
Yeah.
So good. Wow.
So this one's kind of.
Oh,
neat
I saw
today.
this the other day. Did I send this to you?
You did send it to me, but I
Okay,
had
yeah.
just finished reading it myself. So.
Oh, yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Timing is everything.
Yep. So apparently Kevin Smith has and will publicly review Batman Forever's Schumacher.
The
cut.
Schumacher cut.
So on his Fat Man Beyond podcast, I guess he confirmed that he has acquired this extra long cut of Joel Schumacher's
He's talking to his.
Batman Forever.
I saw the clip. He's talking to the co-host, and he says, "Well, it's longer."
Yep.
And he cuts himself. It's longer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
This
That movie needs to be longer. That's for sure.
Well, he said something, you know, the opening scene where Two-Face steals the vault.
yeah,
Apparently that doesn't happen for like
15 minutes into the movie.
Yeah.
Val Kilmer hated this movie. He hated the suit. He felt completely isolated. It nearly drove him nuts. He could not hear anybody in the suit. They didn't put any ear
didn't
holes
put-
in it.
Oh.
Yeah. He said it was very like claustrophobic and it was not easy on him to do this. Yeah, he quotes it as one of the worst roles he's ever taken.
Damn.
Yeah.
But we do have a quote from Kevin Smith.
Oh,
here.
nice. Okay.
It says, Batman Forever, the fucking Schumacher cut. I probably shouldn't be talking about this. Warner Brothers is going to take my ticket away. But he stated that he would give his co-host, Bernardine,
Yeah.
a copy of this cut, and then they can review it on their June 19th episode alongside with their review of The Flash.
What I'm curious to know, because I watched that same clip, and the way he talks about it, he says, and it's a good copy too. Kind of the same way we would talk when it was the cool thing to pirate DVDs,
Yeah.
or to
Or you
can
get like a
can
screener copy. or
Yeah.
something.
Screener copy would even be better.
Yeah. Where it's just
Yeah.
like got that little property of.
Right. He says that the
They would-
movie it's
All the
temp track.
screeners would hit
Yeah.
just before the Academy Awards. You usually get
Yeah.
really high quality.
Yeah. He said that the Schumacher cut it's temp tracked, so
Not completely scored and everything,
the
but
question is
enough that you could get the feel for it.
how did you obtain this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got connections now.
I
Kevin
think he's had connections for a while, I think.
I think so. He's built them.
Yeah.
So next up on the hit list here.
On the hit list. Oh no, once again, time to check in with the Iron Sheik. Oh, right. Apparently the Iron Sheik was a fan of beer,
Yes.
but fuck the beer if it no cold. Also, somebody grab me a cold beer. Hashtag Memorial Day. And Who deserved to get the beer bottle put up their ass till glass break, make them shit ass blood? Tell me, or go fuck yourself. Hashtag cheeky.
Wow, that one's serious.
Oh my god! It went
So,
complete from get me a beer to oh no.
Maybe he was drinking that day.
Maybe. Maybe.
Is it okay to
Wow.
laugh at these? I don't know. I don't know
I
what to
hope
do.
so, because I
don't
can't
know what to do.
stop. I didn't really have that sort of like I'm not a huge wrestling fan. I appreciate
Sure.
it. I mean I'm definitely aware of him for sure.
Yeah, he's
Part of
right up
pop
my
culture,
alley. Like
indelible, absolutely.
rock and wrestling was my era.
Yeah.
So I mean, Iron Sheik was
like Hogan's rival.
He was top of the
This-
stable, man.
yeah.
I'll tell you, in the last, I don't know how long we've been on the air, half hour. This is how I'm going to remember this man now. This is
You gotta
incredible.
think
I know
too,
when
right?
how many people when we get off the air tonight are going to go to Twitter and search the Iron Sheik's Twitter.
It's like if you
Hopefully they
took
do.
away Don Cherry's filter.
Yeah. But you got to think like
Fantastic.
post wrestling career, and there was always like videos circulating of him going off on whoever.
Oh yeah.
And then to parlay that into this, we basically build your own media empire.
Seriously, yeah.
Like if any other person did this, it would be just you'd be gone from Twitter.
Yeah,
That's the best thing about
Cancelled.
it.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're just gonna let this guy do this.
Yeah, just let him go off.
Speaking of going off, though,
Uh-oh.
this one's a little sad.
Why? Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pat Sajak, after what, 41
41.
seasons, has decided to hang up the cue cards, I guess.
Says the time has come, and I've decided that our 41st season, which begins in September, will be their last.
Yeah.
Well, at least his last, anyway.
It's been a wonderful ride, and I'll have more to say in the coming months, but many thanks to you all. If nothing else, I'll keep the clickbait sites busy. I saw an interesting follow-up question on a social media post saying, will Vanna White follow suit?
Maybe.
Will she stay if he's gone?
You would think she would,
I don't know. I mean,
take
it's
the leave with him.
it's the game shows are this interesting thing where it's like the host usually is the focus of the
centerpiece,
show, but there's been some really interesting game show duos. I think of Pat and Vanna are one.
Yeah.
I think of Bob Barker and Rod Roddy
Yes.
as the other one. Now, as a duo, they're almost better as a duo than either one of them are individually.
Yeah.
Now, Rod Roddy did retire and Bob Barker stayed on and the show went on, but it just wasn't the same.
No.
I don't know. What do you
No,
think? What do you
no.
guys think?
Now you got Drew Carey, and it's really not the same.
I'm not going to take anything away from Drew Carey because I actually think that he has been a fantastic host, but I think because
But it's a different vibe than the Bob Barker era.
Drew Carey being closer to us in age and probably being a fan of the show in the same way that we would be a fan of the show, when he gets excited, there's an authenticity there. Like when they did I've seen an interview with him and he's talking about how blown away he was when the Price is Right a couple times did the $1 million giveaway. The first time the Price is Right gave away $1 million, and you can see in the footage he's just losing his mind. He's so excited. It's not for the camera.
No. Got our first comment here coming in from Red Swenson.
Red Swenson on YouTube tonight. What's Red saying? He says, Drew is doing a good job. He sure is doing a good job.
Big shoes to fill, but
he's
filling them his own way.
Marine Corps. Sorry, couldn't help myself.
So what's up next here?
Okay, so now we're gonna poke some more fun at some of the Sheik's rivalries over the years.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's got something up with the Ultimate Warrior. Somebody else who we lost. Of course, we lost the Warrior several years ago. Ultimate Warrior, only man to make baby from his ass. His baby name is Ultimate Warrior, idiot ass baby.
Wow.
But he did follow that up. Now, I don't know. Did they have like a genuine out of the ring thing going on?
They did. I guess at one point they were at the same event doing signings, and the Sheik had gone up to shake his hand and say hello. But I guess the Sheik had also been saying, ultimate steroids and everything like that.
Well, come on.
So the Warrior took exception to that and says, I'm not shaking your hand. You badmouthed me and I don't want to. And so that sparked a legitimate.
So this next tweet then must have been after the
Post,
Warrior's death.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
where Shiki says, Ultimate Warrior, I love you forever. Hashtag rep Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah.
And it looks like he's pushing the Warriors Instagram there.
believe
We're
so.
sure nobody hacked his account or anything like that. Like,
Well, what's interesting is that there's a
Or his
Canadian
grandkids
there's
had
a
his
Canadian
phone.
connection because it's a friend, one of the Sheik's friends. When they fled from Iran, the friend moved to Canada. And the friend's son, so basically it's the uncle Iron Sheik, and his like friend nephew who lives in Toronto is the social media manager.
Oh, great.
Well, was. I don't know what he's going to do with that now, but
Yeah. We could always keep it going. Like Stan Lee's
Good
is still
angle.
going.
the verified Twitter blue, which is now what, gone?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't keep track of what Elon's doing, so
No.
you
No.
can tell we don't use Twitter very much. Maybe we should be using our Twitter more. Maybe we should be talking Sheikisms here. I don't know.
Maybe. Gets people talking.
We'll be the
fandom power, man.
we'll be the Maple Sheik or something. I don't know.
the Maple Sheik.
Oh,
You want to lick the syrup from my thighs?
that's terrible.
On a Monday with a beer bottle up your ass.
Oh man.
Fuck you, jabroni.
You know what? Just feed all his tweets into an AI and let the AI keep going.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What would it
The
say?
AI Sheik.
I want Iron Sheik GPS. Turn left, cockmouth.
Chat GP Sheik.
Oh. So this next one here, this one is a little dark.
Oh, we were talking about this earlier this week.
We were
Yeah.
new docu-series on Amazon Prime. It's called Shiny Happy People.
If you couldn't look away before,
Yeah, you're gonna want to take note of what you might have been staring at the whole time.
so I mean, this is this is what what is it? Something. The original show was
18 or 17
and
kids and counting.
Yeah,
And they got up to 20 before
yeah.
the shit hit the fan. This docu-series claims to expose the truth behind the wholesome Americana surface
Wholesome.
of reality TV's favorite mega family, the Duggars. And this is the part that caught me: the radical organization behind them, the Institute in Basic Life Principles, or the IBLP.
That's the name of
This organization.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel blessed to live so far under a rock that I've never heard of these people.
Is that some like underground church?
You would think it was underground, but no, it's like out there.
Really? Okay.
It's like in your face. You don't realize it.
Yeah,
but,
like more than Kabbalah,
yeah.
more than Scientology.
I'd say on level with Scientology.
Oh yeah, but nobody knows anything about Scientology.
Sure you do.
Just what the whistleblowers have said.
Yeah, Tom Cruise and stuff. But
We're not licking toads.
yeah. This one, like, they go in over the 4 episodes and they kind of document, like, because they have people who have gotten out of the IBLP, and they look at it, and it's weird to think that this is a multi-generational plot.
Okay.
That's been taking place literally in front of everyone.
Oh wow.
Streaming into homes all over the world.
Right.
Like, this whole thing with the Duggars helped establish TLC and Discovery Channel.
Oh,
because you remember
really?
it used to be the Learning Channel.
I do, yeah.
Now you don't learn nothing from it.
No,
but
that's true. I did watch a lot of Mythbusters on there.
Red Swenson here says, be fruitful, multiply, and exploit your family on reality TV. And that is pretty close to it. Yeah.
Should have put them in a room with the I'll see you in the parking lot girl.
Maybe. Oh yeah.
But you know, when the ILBP, when you say it that way, it sounds like a medical condition.
It does. But
you get your ILBP.
The guy who was running the whole thing, Bill Gothard, is
Okay.
basically the cult leader. And the stuff that comes out in this, like, even if half of it is true, is just beyond disgusting.
Well, I have yet to watch this. It's on my list, as are a million other things. But sometimes I am a little wary to sit down and watch something like this because there is a certain level of like Well, nobody likes to vomit into the back of their mouth, and that, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it just
And this is definitely something that will do that to you.
right. And so
Like-
that's why I'm like, I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah.
But I'm just not gonna run out there and make sure that, oh my god, I've got to see this.
Yeah, you probably should though.
I will. I genuinely will get to it.
Yeah. Because there is some dark stuff going on there. Like
Wow.
the whole purpose of the ILBP is they tell all their members, have as many kids as possible, homeschool them all.
Yep.
And that way, when they become of age, we can get these kids into positions of power, in government positions, in Supreme Court positions. And it's happening. Like,
is this like a break off from Mormonism? What are we looking at here? Because it sounds kind of
tied specifically to anything other than the Bible.
interesting.
But this is Gothard's take on the Bible.
Wow.
And the messed up thing is he preaches family and have as many kids as you can, but he never married and he never had any kids.
I wonder why that is.
Because he was just sitting back, raking in money and building this empire.
Oh, right. Okay.
On the backs of all these guys. And then the Duggars became like the poster children for it.
Yeah, for this movement.
Yeah, because you watch the show and like 19 kids are all sitting there happy and smiling and not
right.
each
19 kids that are in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Turn the cameras off.
Well, apparently they're beaten into submission. Like,
oh, really? Oh.
And it's done in such a way. They say in the one girl, their daughter of the Duggar.
Yeah.
They say, you need some encouragement, and they take the rod to you.
Encouragement. Oh.
But they would say it in such a way where it's not like angrily or yelling or anything. You need some encouragement.
Right. So we're just going to frame it that this is a normal part of life.
Yeah.
And this is going to make you better.
And like, it's so anti-woman. It's scary. Like, the woman's purpose is to crank out babies and make food.
Okay. Well, then
Everybody submits to the father figure because that's what God wants.
Nothing like gender stereotypes.
Yeah. And like, you have to dress a certain way, keep your hair a certain way.
Yeah.
All that other weird, it is really scary.
It sounds like it.
But the ILBP has issued a statement online about this, and they say the most recent documentary, in quotes, is a reflection of today's culture. It's misleading and untruthful commentary, mocks that which is good and moral in the most sensationalized way possible.
Good and moral. Yeah. But I mean, that is, again, that's such a myopic view of, the morality. I don't even want to get into it.
But from their statement, they're like, it's misleading. But if you're using your common sense, it's not misleading. If this is what's actually occurring, the police need to be involved.
The morality, well, and again, here we go with the morality cops. Who decides what is and what isn't, and what degree do you take that to? It sounds like, again, and I've said it before, extremism in any form is dangerous, and that's what this is.
Oh, absolutely.
And apparently, Red with his latest Jesus H Christ. Yeah, I agree with you.
But yeah, it is definitely worth a watch.
Sure.
Because I didn't like, my wife watched the show in its original run.
Yeah, okay.
And she liked it. And I'd always be looking at it like, there's something wrong here.
Well,
19 I couldn't put my finger on it.
Yeah.
And now I see this and it's like, oh,
yeah, it's
that
really,
all kind of clicks.
It's really out there.
Yeah, because like the oldest son, as you know, went and he molested his sisters.
Yeah.
And he went to prison for it.
Well, that's what I was saying when the cameras are off, right?
Yeah.
Like,
but it's messed up.
All right.
But next up on our agenda here.
Oh, are we going back to the Twitterverse?
I don't know, maybe.
Oh,
no, we're skipping one.
Oh, you faked me out. We're not.
You.
I saw this the other day, and at first I actually glanced over it because I thought it was just a faded. It looks like it's been scratched, but that's not the case here.
Oh, it's icy.
We're talking about the new Ghostbusters movie, which has a working title of Ghostbusters Firehouse. We don't know if that's actually going to be
the final
title, but we do have this tantalizing new image of the classic No Ghost logo, and as you said, Andy, it is frozen. It's covered in ice,
and I think the direction here is important because it looks like it's blowing up from the bottom left,
upswept.
Yeah,
upswept.
and I saw this online today while looking into this.
Yeah.
One of the things they're speculating is that the plot might have been already revealed,
Oh.
because one theory says that there's a possible connection to Dan Aykroyd's original Ghostbusters 3 plan, because
Really?
the original suggested titles there were Ghostbusters A Cold Day in Hell or Ghostbusters Hell Freezes Over.
No way.
So,
Cool.
So do
with
we
the
know?
ice coming from a hellish direction?
Just out of curiosity, do either of you know anything about? Was there ever
I
mention of?
never looked into it.
I'd be curious to know. I'm sure Dan's talked about it over the years.
Probably, yeah.
I'd like to maybe go down that rabbit hole and kind of like,
See what his plans were.
to see if any of that gets pulled forward. Because I mean, Ghostbusters as a franchise has
It
been
is.
one of my favorites for a long time.
Afterlife really
Afterlife.
kicked it back into
yeah.
good drive mode.
If you didn't cry in that movie, then you were heartless.
Yeah.
Unless you didn't see it, then you're okay.
Jen hasn't seen it yet. So
They really handled Harold so
perfectly.
I keep trying to watch it at like night and still haven't seen
and
the end
then
of
falling asleep.
it. Yeah, repeatedly.
That's fair. But that's what happens when you work a real job and you
That's
have
true.
to be responsible and get up and do all that other.
I mean, I never think of it on a weekend. I'm always like flipping through things to fall asleep to. I'm like, oh yeah, Ghostbusters.
Yeah. What's another movie I don't want to see this weekend?
Flash is coming this weekend, though.
It is coming this weekend. Actually, we get the advanced screenings here in Canada on the 15th on Thursday night. Fortunately, I cannot go on Thursday night. I have to go on Friday with the general release. So I will reserve any of my comments until next week.
There you go.
I could talk about Transformers Rise of the Beasts, but two other people haven't seen it yet.
Sorry.
That's fair.
Yeah. So next up on the hit list.
Well, this one is aptly directed. The Sheik looks like he had a beef with North Korea.
Apparently. Sheik versus the world.
And I quote, North Korea, you are punk. You are jabroni. I can beat the fuck out of you forever because you have a Rice Krispie dick. Have a good day.
Wow.
And then another one also aimed at North Korea. Fuck the North Korea. They have smallest dick in the world.
Nice. Cumulatively.
And,
Combined.
World War III hasn't started because
That's right.
Aren't Iran and North Korea allies?
Right.
I think
I don't know.
that's not good for relations.
Yeah, I don't know.
This
Oh
next
yeah,
one is
this one is all. I think this is one Hank and I would be kind of gushing over the last couple of days.
Hey, man.
I didn't even see this until the other night. That this trailer for this new open world Star Wars game, Star Wars Outlaws, that key artwork showing us our main character. Now we have her name, Kay Vess. Kay Vess. And the thing that got me wasn't her. It was like, is that a BX series commando droid she's hanging out
wearing
with?
a trench coat?
Sure it is. Yeah. Get real. What's Iron Maiden's mascot, Eddie from Stranger in a Strange Land?
He wears clothes like people. Put a coat on that Wookiee.
We don't know much about this game yet, other than it's coming sometime next year.
Yeah.
Mm.
And it's basically around the.
No.
Sorry, it's around the underworld. Yeah, and
gambling and rogues, as it were.
Yeah, but what I am surprised at now, the cinematic trailer looks great, but then I watched the gameplay trailer, and I was very surprised to see that they've sort of taken a nod from games like No Man's Sky, and there's another one that I was playing that basically we watched the main character in engine board their starship, walk to the cockpit, take off, fly into space, and engage in a starfighter battle
With no cut?
seamlessly. Yeah.
So
I'm talking about this one, and then jump to hyperspace after.
Yes, and then jump to hyperspace.
Yeah.
So it looks cool. If you haven't seen the trailer yet, go check it out. Star Wars Outlaws coming next year.
Pretty.
So
I
we
need
can't-
another reason for a next gen console.
we just yeah, you're gonna have to buy one soon. We can't just let it dangle there because we're having a catastrophe in the Star Wars fandom again.
Uh-oh.
Have you seen this already?
In what sense?
In what sense? That there's a female protagonist.
Oh, who cares?
I know, but you're
Really?
about to get inundated. Oh yeah,
Yeah, we are for sure.
you're about to get slammed. It's early and it's loud and it's gross.
The only
But it's-
comment that I saw
coming.
was not, it wasn't an overt like bash on the character. It was, oh, I thought we were going to get something more along the lines of create your character at the start of gameplay, refine that
combust, yeah.
character, and then go. Who's to say that that's not actually part of the game?
Yeah.
Who's to say that this is not just the female avatar of the main character? Now they do name the character.
Right.
I read it here before. What is it? It's K
K-Vest.
Vest.
Vest.
K
Didn't
is
the
not
same nerds played the shit out of a franchise though of
yeah.
Tomb Raider games?
Yeah, well, maybe.
Like 10 plus Tomb Raider games with a
Maybe,
female protagonist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's take a second here, and I just want to check in on the chat here for a second. We've got Bunny. I just wanted just to address your comments. So much swearing. I thought this was a family-friendly channel.
Normally.
Normally we are, but that being said, like
We're quoting things.
if you do go and look at our YouTube channel, we clearly mark all of our videos as made for adults. I'm sorry if that if our language is offensive to you or is bothering you in some way. Just remember, we are reading tweets from the Iron Sheik. This is not our position on anything. These are just read purely for entertainment purposes. And I'm sorry, but if you don't like it, then maybe this isn't the channel for you.
But you should still probably watch, because if I think Bunny is who it is, and
I
it
think
is,
who
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
then you probably heard worse in school. And I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
Wait, is this like, oh wait, I know who this is.
Yeah, you know
Yes.
who this is.
I take everything back. You can handle this. I take it all back. I'm not sorry, jabroni.
So next up here.
Oh yeah, I saw
This is
this was
neat.
an interesting trailer that came out of left field. I didn't know that this was happening.
No.
Now this is a Netflix series. They're doing an animated series based on Skull Island.
And this is like what, the second or third animated series for King Kong?
I think you're right, actually.
Because the last one I remember, you can still find it on shelves at Dollarama.
Yeah. This
Crazy.
one looks to be now. Are the other ones in continuity with the film?
No.
This looks like
Especially
it is
Grape Ape.
definitely,
Absolutely is, yeah.
as we get a top-down shot of what do you call it?
A skull crawler.
Skull crawlers, which we saw
Yeah.
in the Skull Island movie. So
And he's buried the scratch marks from it
Right.
from the fight with it, right?
So presumably this is within the continuity, whether it takes, assume it takes place between the period, the Vietnam area and
Yeah.
the modern day.
Yeah, before he gets moved to Hollow Earth.
Right. So is this going to be after the last Godzilla film, Godzilla versus Kong, somewhere between the two films? Like,
I would think
I'm
so.
curious to see what the tie-in is going to be.
Because like it's a bunch of teenagers land on Skull Island, and there's
yeah.
other guys there who are well equipped.
Yeah.
So maybe they're there monitoring, and
Okay.
they go there
Yeah.
on a dare or some stupid thing.
Oh, sure. It looks interesting. Yeah, the animation doesn't look like it's too bad. It doesn't
No.
look. I don't want to say run of the mill, but it's a similar style and quality that we've seen before from other Netflix shows.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
But yeah, it's
Random burps tonight. Sorry, Jim.
it's going to be streaming June 22nd exclusively on Netflix. So you don't have to wait long to see it.
No, and so let's just go through. We've got a cast list so far.
Mm.
We've got Nicholas Cantu, Darren Barnett, Benjamin Bratt, Betty Gilpin, and Mae Whitman. Now, outside of Benjamin Bratt, I don't recognize any other names in that. Do you?
No, but everybody's
No.
got to start somewhere.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
And I kind of only recognize that name to recognize it. I couldn't
Yeah,
tell you
yeah.
game.
So next up here, let's find out.
All right, let's see. Oh, okay.
Oh, this is a big
We're stepping out of the Twitterverse. This story broke last week, or maybe even earlier, but this one caught me right like a deer in the headlights because one, I'm not a trading card person. 2, I'm absolutely deathly opposed to Magic the Gathering because I always looked at as Magic was coming out in the 90s. I always thought it was a ripoff of D&D, Dungeons and Dragons. I know that's not true anymore. I know they're both owned by the same company now. In fact, I know that Magic has actually paid homage to D&D by producing Dungeons and Dragons card sets. Dungeons and Dragons is actually recognized Magic the Gathering in some role-playing supplements. So they're really trying to become a little bit more homogenous. What's interesting about this is that there is a new set coming out at the end towards the later on this month, June 23rd. Magic is releasing a Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle-earth set. It's a specialty set. You won't be able to use these cards in sanctioned gameplay, but if you want to play them with your friends, have at it. Now they've done this before. They've done other specialty sets, like, believe it or not, they did a Transformers set, which I thought was completely jumping the shark. But hey, if that's what you're into, that's fine. What's interesting, though, with this particular Lord of the Rings set is that for the English-speaking world, they are printing a 1 of 1, the One Ring card. There will be one around the entire world. There will not be, that doesn't mean to say that there won't be reprints down the road, but at the time of release, there will be one English language card for this game.
Yeah. And
so is this like the tweet? Is it the official documentation of this thing?
The tweet,
there's a spelling error there.
So the tweet that we're looking at is actually
not from
it's
Magic.
Not a release from Magic. This is
from David Adams.
Yeah,
and they have issued a $1 million bounty on this card.
Right.
But there's a spelling mistake. So there's a the one ting.
Oh, the one the one ting.
Where's absolutely null and void contract.
So the T and the R are beside each other on the keyboard, if that helps.
But, well, if they're tweeting, they're.
But I mean, now that you can, tweet nuclear, you could tweet. We're going to war, so let's tweet.
Oh, that's
about
true.
That.
That's true.
This is probably a legal and binding agreement, and now that you've misspelled it, it might even be fake.
If you can find the one ting card, we'll give you $1 million for it.
What?
Now, David Adams, they are legitimately a card business. They are a card.
Right. What a way to drum up interest in your selves.
Well, we follow before we get into the rabbit hole that this is. Let's just check in here on the comments here because Red's got something to say. As a Magic the Gathering player of old, I disagree with the Universes Beyond concept. It represents the end of originality. They've done sets for Transformers, Warhammer, and more. Exactly what I was alluding to before. But thank you for that. And then we got a follow-up that says money grabbing at its finest. Yeah, I don't know if I necessarily agree. Well, I can't disagree.
You might
with that.
in 2 slides.
Well, I mean, the company, let's face it, it's Hasbro. I know it's Wizards of the Coast. They're a division of Hasbro. They are, a publicly traded company, and it is all about the bottom line.
Yeah.
Does that mean that there isn't any inherent value in the sets they're producing for niche collectors?
No, if you're a fan of Lord of the Rings, this is right up your alley.
So when I say I don't understand it, it's the same way that a non-action figure collector says, I don't understand that. Right. When I point and highlight the crossover Transformers that I have, I don't necessarily gel with every crossover that they do, but when they do a good one, like, I don't know, Transformers and Ghostbusters. I bought the Ecto one. I thought it was a neat crossover. I'm a fan of both of those franchises.
Yeah.
I can see the appeal, the crossover appeal to fans of both of the IPs.
Have you seen the TMNT and Stranger Things 2-packs?
Yes. And the Cobra Kai.
There's something crazy going on.
Yeah, and the TMNT versus Street Fighter.
TMNT is crossing
a bunch of glitter in a box. These kids will buy it.
TMNT and Power Rangers.
Yeah. So we have a $1 million bounty out on this One Ring card, which sorry, go ahead, Andy. Yeah.
It doubles the original bounty that was offered by another collector, Cassius Marsh Sr.
Yeah.
So they're already one up, and so people are serious about getting this.
We started going down the rabbit hole early on this one. In fact, this was the first story that we researched last week because this one broke last week. And I pulled we went and looked at some other values. And the first thing we talked about was, what's a 1 of 1?
Yeah.
I mean, one of one card. What does that entail? Okay, there's only going to be one of them worldwide. And it got me thinking it's like some of these cards that have like pieces of the game worn jersey.
Yeah.
It's really big in the sports collecting.
It is huge
in the
right
sports
now.
collecting world. Now, we get some numbers, don't we?
We got a little bit more information
Okay,
on the actual one card.
Let's take a look at that.
So it is only going to be available in the Middle Earth Collector Booster Box. So
Okay.
there are multiple sets, and not all sets are going to have a chance to get it.
Of course not. I mean, it's one
And
card.
Currently on Amazon.com, so keep in mind these are probably US prices.
Oh yeah, .com will be US for sure.
Each box is going for $442.88
because they know that card could be
in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that something?
you
So
get-
somebody's going to pull this thing.
Yeah, but like they were saying on the one thing that they're worried about, some kid could pull it with his Cheeto covered fingers and not know it. At this price, I
that's how it
don't
goes down,
think
man.
that's going to happen.
Mom and dad are not buying boxes of these cards.
No.
This is that whole okay, so we've talked about speculative collecting before, and it definitely plays into this story. But this is the thing that kills me. In the short period that I ran a toy store, we dabbled in Magic the Gathering. And no way, no how, didn't matter what the set was, it didn't matter what marketing that Wizards put out, did we ever mark up a box of cards based on what might be in it. And the fact that this is happening before the thing even releases, that's the thing that really burns me.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a trading card game. That's not affordable.
No.
So who is this set really for?
It's for the ultra rich collector.
This is that speculative collecting thing that we just talked about.
But if you look on here, these are
You're
pre-orders.
lucky it's not
They've
an
already
NFT of a card.
Yeah.
That's right.
There's already over 1,000 pre-sold.
Oh, for the
At
set,
this
yeah,
price
it'll
point.
sell out. It will. It absolutely sell out. Red's got some opinions here. What's he saying here? He's saying, I think it's the fact that these aren't tourney available cards that chaps my behind. Absolutely. Follow up is saying, I bet everything that the text on there is one ring to rule them all poem.
Of course it is.
My Elvish is a little rusty. Of course.
Absolutely it is.
What the card will do game wise, I don't know. But if you can't play it, what's the point? Anyway. Now, so the first time that Magic has come up in terms of like rare cards or expensive cards, in fact, the I guess it's maybe not the original, but it's in an earlier printing of the game.
Yeah.
Do we have that here?
We have that.
we
but
don't.
We do have today, as of today's.
Oh, this is from today.
4 most watched.
Oh, these
cards
are the most watched on eBay
today.
So what are we looking at
This
here?
list is constantly fluxing, and today it's all sports cards.
Are these one of ones?
Yeah, a lot of them
These
are.
are one of one. So we're talking, what's the most expensive thing right here? $3,000 card for Nikola Jokic 2015 National Treasures rookie card.
And there's 80 bids in on it so far.
That's an autograph card. So it's probably a real autograph.
Yeah, so it's one of one.
It's interesting though when you start comparing. Now this is really not a fair comparison because it's apples and oranges. Sports cards, you can't really equate them to a trading card game. At the same time though, without sports cards, would there be a trading card game industry? They kind of go hand in hand, at least to connect the dots.
Yeah.
Well,
but our next one actually brings back to what you were saying. The current most expensive Magic the Gathering card is the Black Lotus.
Right, the Black Lotus, which has since been reprinted.
It has been. It was reprinted for the 30th anniversary.
Right.
But the card is different.
It's a different
small one. There is the reprint, and it is slightly different text, but
arguably the most sought after card, the Black Lotus, set a record breaking price of $540,000
this year
in 2023. So this one ring card, they put $1 million bounty on it. It's already the Black Lotus. Well, that's nothing now.
Basically,
yeah, exactly.
But going down that rabbit hole too, we also pulled up, I think, 10 of the most expensive.
Cards so here are 10 of the most expensive trading card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, 7.
Okay, lucky 7. 7 of the most expensive trading cards ever sold. So by comparison, coming in at the bottom end, we've got yeah, I know. 2001 Asia Championship Blue-Eyed Ultimate Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh! At $335,000. These are US dollars, by the way.
Yes.
Wow.
Then we got the Black Lotus card at 540,000. Now we get into some sports. We have a oh my god,
It's Pele.
yeah, Pele's rookie card,
From soccer.
1.3 million. Sorry, my god, I got hiccups. I'm burping. I'm all over the place. Pele, the soccer player, who, if you don't know him from soccer, you can see him in the World War II pick Victory with Sylvester Stallone, a movie about soccer, by the way.
Mm.
$1.3 million. Then we go to football, where Patrick Mahomes, the second rookie card, sold for $4.3 million. And then we're going to shift back into custom card games for a second here, because we got the Pokemon Illustrator Pikachu at $5.275 million. Then we have Stephen Curry, a basketball player, Stephen Curry's rookie card at $5.9 million. And I think this is the one I pointed out to you, Andy.
Holder.
This is the most Mickey Mantle rookie card, the most expensive trading card ever sold
So far.
Yeah, so far at $12.6 million.
Crazy.
Oof.
So, what do you think about this whole speculative collecting thing?
It's crazy. Like, there's a show on Netflix right now,
Yeah.
and it King of Collectors, I believe it's called.
Okay.
And the whole first arc revolves around pulling this one specific card that has all three jerseys from.
I think we watched that. The Jordan jerseys.
No, it's not Jordan. It's it might be LeBron James.
Oh, LeBron. Yeah, that's right.
But from all three teams, and there's only
It's
one
like
in
a
the
lottery
world.
that rich people play.
Yeah,
seriously.
because a box of cards.
He's the
was
guy that
something
came to Toronto, and he and Drake did a live
unboxing.
an unboxing online, looking for these cards.
Yeah, and it's like 2,200 per box.
Yeah, these sealed boxes from however many years ago.
Yeah, like it's ridiculous.
Red says, I don't collect Magic the Gathering anymore, but the one collectible I would break the bank for if I had the scratch is a good condition Alpha Set Black Lotus. So that's, going all the way back to the original printing. Sorry, the Alpha Set. Is that the reprint? That must be the reprint.
I couldn't tell you. I have never played.
Unless, money is no object. And sure.
Talk Yu-Gi-Oh! Then I know.
Yeah. Collectible card games are the original microtransactions. Isn't that something? That's an interesting thought. Can you call them trading card games anymore if you're not actually trading the
we
cards?
traded
Trading the
cards back and
actually
forth.
trading them. I got this
Yeah.
one. What
That's
do you
why they're
got?
called trading cards.
Trading cards.
Because
Yeah,
we used to trade them physically. Like
absolutely. Now I feel
I'll give
like
you Wayne Gretzky. Who the heck is this guy for?
that's right.
And that's one thing.
Daryl
Like,
Sittler. Oh
Yeah.
no! What have we done?
Yeah.
like the one there, Stephen Curry. I've never heard of the guy.
Right.
Like, where's Michael Jordan on this list? Where's Wayne
Yeah,
Gretzky?
yeah.
Where's Babe Ruth?
Oh, exactly.
The problem
Exactly.
is, and you guys, I don't know, Wes, you remember my card collection, yeah?
Vaguely, yeah.
My dad's crap. Holy cow! The problem with guys like Jordan and that era is that that's in the heyday of millions and print runs of millions of cards. Is
Sure.
the problem with that. So there's and there was probably like 5 or 10 card companies putting out a rookie Jordan that year.
Yeah.
Like you never know
Yeah.
what
Your old Peaches, your Upper Deck.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. All the
right?
companies.
Yeah.
And that was like that's the hate. Like 86, I think, is Jordan's rookie card. So as you were getting there,
Right.
Jordan might be actually before that. So it is a curious thing. But even a Gretzky rookie isn't what it was worth a long time ago. You know, it might be
Sure.
1,500, $2,000 now. I don't know. But I think it's as you get into they have to create scarcity like this because good old fashioned scarcity isn't working anymore.
Oh,
We
yeah.
see
It's
it- we see it in
manufactured.
toys. It's
Yeah, we get
crazy.
it manufactured. Yeah.
It's actually ridiculous. But we
Drive
all
up the
just-
demand for it by, pumping the tires on whatever the thing is that we're making.
Wow.
And then, tell people there's only going to be so many of them.
And then you
and
have your,
announce it now. And now you get like you can use the internet tactics, the modern sort of retail
Yep.
tactics.
Yep.
Now you can pre-order for a chance
yeah.
to
Yeah.
buy
Yeah.
something that may have a one in.
That's right. So I mean,
6
and that's
billion.
that direct to consumer thing, which is interesting because I was going to bring that up. Last week we talked about the G.I. Joe classified series Dragonfly, and it was funded in about 26 hours.
yeah.
They needed to sell 10,000 units, which they did, no problem, in the time since we last spoke. So 1 week ago today, it hasn't really moved. It's sitting at about 11,000 and something. And I'm like, okay, here we go. Now it's all the fence sitters
Yeah.
who are going to sit there until the last week of the campaign to see what the stretch goals are, and they'll base their purchase decision on what the extras are. Never mind the thing that we're trying to sell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
That-
those mystery ones that aren't
That
revealed yet.
burns me. You either want the thing or you don't. If you're just waiting for the extras, you might as well just forget about it. I mean,
They're
how
all
many
scalpers.
times? Yeah,
They're
absolutely it
scalpers.
is.
All
It's
of them.
funny they put that dragonfly. They put a limit of 5,
Don't they always put a limit of 5 on it though?
maybe.
I think so.
Maybe. But if you buy 5 and you're not a collector, and I fund it, I give you the money. You buy 5 for me, and Hank, you buy 5 for me, and then I'll buy
Yeah.
5,
Yeah.
and then I'll have 15, and I'll make a mint on
What's
the
the
mint.
sale
in a
barge
year.
worth now? I bet it's not.
I don't know what let's see.
I bet it's
Let's
not
see.
$4,000 anymore.
Well, the one thing I keep seeing pop up is the
I'm gonna-
HasLab Galactus.
I'm gonna look.
A lot of those are coming up for sale.
HasLab sale barge. Let's just see. Let's do a thing here. We got time. What's our show? We can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
Talk amongst yourselves here while I bring this up here. I'm just gonna go over to let's go over to the
To the price guide.
Plug your ears,
Evil,
bunny.
I was about to write Evil Bay. eBay.
But yeah, like at this point, it's just for the super rich anymore. These cards,
Yeah. Not much that isn't.
like you're not. I remember going, then they'd be at like the corner store, or gas stations, or whatever. You get a pack of cards for $1, and you had a chance to get a rare one.
Nothing
might not
freaks me
be.
out more than Hasbro saying, "Oh, we understand our collectors now. We are going to take a look at the adult collecting market."
All right, here's I'm looking at eBay right now at the HasLab Jabba's sale barge.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a screen share on this one. This is an active listing. It has 138 people are watching this.
Mhm.
Let me just pull this up here. So let's do a share screen. Let's do this one. This one here. Currently sitting at $9,999.99. It's not even an auction. It's a buy it
Wow.
now. That's 13,369 Canadian dollars. There are 138 people watching this.
Wow.
And
Now,
the shipping.
what do they want? Shipping? They want $1,352 US for shipping.
Or
That's
1,808
crazy.
Canadian.
Where is does it say where the location is? Located in Oxnard, California, US. So it is based here in North America. Let's take a look at, let me go back here for a second. I'm going to switch this over. And
I might give you $500 for it.
yeah. Yeah, really. Let me put this back up here. I'm going to go over and I'm going to look at sold listings, and let's see if we can get first of all, let's change our filter to worldwide, and let's go sold. Where are the solds?
Down further.
Sold. Here we go. Oh, we got some Lego. There we go. Okay, so now here's a more realistic look at the thing, because this is a recent sale. This is from May 31st this year. Let's share this one. I'll give you an actual idea of what this thing is going for, or at least the last one anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Share screen, that one, and there we go. Last one sold here, $2,550.99, or 3,400 Canadian dollars,
And only 300 to ship.
and only 300 in shipping. Now this one shipped from Wichita, Kansas, USA. Now, did it
Wow.
come with the yak face and everything else? It did say sealed.
Yeah, it looked like it was
It
sealed.
did
there in
say
the
sealed.
box.
They're using the stock photography from Hasbro to
Yeah,
mark
that's always
the thing.
unnerving.
Yeah, but it looks like an actual photo of the shipping box.
Mhm.
But yeah, speculative
like
collecting
seal
at
in
its
the box.
at its best. I'll just
It's a
collect
box
based
full
on
of
what the
seals.
resale value. Again, I've said it before, and I know, and I absolutely have all the respect in the world for inbox collectors, but at least where toys are concerned, I collect toys, not packaging. So I don't have anybody to hand this stuff off to when I'm gone. Nobody's going to want my crap. So I'm going to enjoy it while I'm here. Oh, Red's got something to say. What are we saying here? Oh yeah, but Wes, just waiting for the extras. Waiting for the extras was my whole method for buying DVDs back in the day. Oh,
Yeah,
like
don't buy it first. Wait until you
wait
get
for
that
the
2-disc
special
edition,
edition.
complete
Yeah,
with
Now you have
documentaries
YouTube
and
for
15
all the
minutes of new
extras.
footage.
that's true.
I
That
don't
is
even want
true.
to sit in the theater to watch the extra credit scenes now. I'm just gonna go home and Google them.
And Google it. I'll read about it when I get home.
I gotta pee, man. I gotta get out of here.
It's that time in the show. I'm just looking ahead. We're
getting
on
close.
We're on the wind down, so it's that time of the show where I just remind everybody who's watching tonight. Now is the time. If you got a story you want to talk about, now's the time to chime in the comments. Or if you want to take the chance and pick up the phone, the lines are open. You can call us on our custom WhatsApp link. It's in the description of the video on every platform, and you've got
Free to call.
got a few minutes to do that. So. Don't wait for us to break in the show. Just call now,
Yeah.
and we'll stop what we're doing so we can talk to you. All right, Andy, it's over to you. I think we're on to the next one.
Yeah.
Let me zip back ahead here.
We might not be.
What number is that? I went too far. We're still on cards. Okay,
Yeah.
there we go.
So after cards.
Oh, so after. Oh no! Wow, she can't. Wow, he's going after everybody.
He is.
From the Iron Sheik. God rest. Nicki Minaj and the Mariah Carey have a feud. They need to shut the fuck up because the real feud is Sheik versus Sergeant Slaughter in boot camp match.
Nice.
That's awesome.
I would watch this
Facebook user.
fight though.
Facebook user. Oh, it's Paul Marquez, one half of the Reflex Point, a Robotech podcast. Hey, did we cover Vegas aliens?
Not yet.
Hang on tight, Paul, because we're about to fill those boots.
Yep.
What else we got? Do we got any more Sheiky
I
baby?
think we'll have
There might be some
You
more.
guys-
Is there more Sheiky baby?
I think there's a couple more. Or maybe
Have
at
you
least
seen
one.
the? Have you seen another Marvel villain getting touchy, getting handsy with women?
Another Marvel villain?
Yeah.
No. Do tell.
Hey,
Do
Tim.
tell.
Timor Tenoch Huerta has been
Oh no!
Accused
Oh
by his-
no!
sexual assault by his ex-girlfriend, some famous violinist. I couldn't remember her name.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's a DC plot to get rid of all the Marvel villains. Also,
really, eh?
also they're villains, right? Like,
Right.
Maybe
Don't have to
they
act
were
the part
supposed to not
inside.
like them. But I saw, and this is older, but I saw a really, really funny tweet, and it was Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
And he tweeted a picture of himself and Jonathan Major, and said, "I look exactly like Kang, J. Majors. It's unnerving." And then Kevin Feige went, "Dude, straight up posted two pictures of J. Majors, and it was a picture of Ryan Gosling." Do you guys think that they might be replacing
Well,
Jonathan Majors with Ryan Gosling?
well, the character is essentially blue,
Yeah.
purple, I guess. Blue suit, purple skin.
But now, so like, I mean, aside from J. Jonah Jameson, you can look like anybody.
That's right.
Yeah.
Multiverse is proven.
Spider-Man's could be.
Yep.
So maybe we saw one iteration of Kang. I don't know. I thought it was an interesting tweet though. When Kevin Feige was like, totally in agreement. Just like, is there something going on in the background? It was from
right.
It was from a couple months ago, but I just noticed it today. Actually.
Oh, that's funny. I do think that there is an avenue though to replace him if they want to. Not the character, just the actor.
Yeah.
Red. These tweets look like they were made by a bot. Again,
It's the best
go
bot
and
ever.
watch the Sheik's documentary, and you will figure out what it is.
How he got to where he was.
Yeah. Lauren, I'm a fan of Vegas. Or wait,
Nice.
put that back up.
Vages?
The way she's, I'm a fan of Vages. Oh, you are you?
It's Vegas. She means Vegas.
I think that should be a Lauren tweet. She should tweet that exactly that way. Lauren, that was beautiful. I love you.
And one more from Paul.
I haven't heard from Major, so I hope he wasn't abducted. Crying, laughing emoji.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, well then, let's
Moving on to this one.
okay, let's do it.
Oh,
Other aliens.
Yeah.
Other aliens.
we got the final trailer.
Forgot all about that. Yeah.
for
yeah.
a secret invasion.
We don't know who anybody is. We don't know who anybody is.
Everybody's a scroll.
Does this really work now after the Skrull have presented themselves as we're just misunderstood and displaced from our home?
Well, now they're disgruntled
maybe.
because we didn't give them the help that we promised.
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe that's what.
Because in the trailer, they say Nick Fury's been silent for a few years now.
Oh, it's been. Oh, is that what we're doing?
There's also a clip. Yeah,
years
since the blip and whatnot.
but
there's
Let's
a clip.
not forget. Oh, sorry.
There's a clip from the show where he's at a table playing chess with Maria Hill.
Oh, right.
And she's basically asking him, do you even have it anymore? You haven't been the same since the blip.
Right.
You have it.
Because
whatever it is.
Well, he's like sitting there playing chess, and she's like, you used to be 3 moves ahead. Now you don't know what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
So
I mean, the Chitauri were just made up because they didn't have the rights to the Skrulls, right?
The Skrull, that's right. Yeah.
Did anybody see the first 5 minutes of it that got released?
I have
augmented
not.
reality game.
I definitely did not see that.
On their Twitter account, they were releasing photographs, different weird.
Sure.
And when you group, somebody figured out that you put all 4 together and they make a map, and in it there's a code, and you go to secretinvasion.com and type in that code, and it's this matrix green on black analog thing.
Right.
And it's a link to download the first 5 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Secret Invasion.
That's cool.
Neat.
Yeah, real cool.
That's a cool marketing trick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make you work for it.
Yeah.
But it's out on YouTube now, though. You can just watch it.
Well, I'm going to work 5 seconds of finger magic in a second here and find that clip.
Yeah.
There's your next t-shirt. Finger magic.
Finger magic.
We don't have to wait too long for this one. It comes out June 21st on Disney Plus.
All right.
So
still looking forward to the show. I'm interested to see. I'm glad to see Rhodey's back. I hope it's really
actually Rhodey.
Yeah.
Because if they need to replace people, now's the time to do it.
I mean, on the Marvel thing, did anybody else see the thing that came out? I want to say in the last day or so that they are perhaps walking back on the role of oh my God, what was the broker, the girl from Madripoor.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sharon
Carter's character. I read something now. I don't know if this is just this fan speculation that said that due to audience reception to her arc in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, that her character may be taking a turn in another direction because the feedback was not very good.
No.
Skrull.
And I agree.
Anybody you didn't like? Skrull.
Yeah,
All of the Eternals, Skrulls.
Well, I kind of hope that actually plays Eternals, the Skrulls. I do hope with in the case of Sharon Carter that is true, because I, for one, did not see the how we connected the dot from being Steve Rogers' neighbor there to watch and protect him to
Disgruntled.
Yeah. So I hope that is the case.
So moving on here.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, here we go. We're going to get into it.
So crashed Las Vegas UFO, and the witness that was terrified by an 8-foot creature in his backyard.
That nobody's seen.
Nobody's seen it yet.
That nobody's
except
seen.
Them. And he is quoted as saying 100% not human.
We listened to the 911 call last night.
Did you?
Yeah, you and I did.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we did.
He seems genuinely panicked.
He is genuinely panicked.
Yeah.
Actually, we have a clip of that right now.
All right, let's do it.
So there's 2 people or 2 subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. They're like 8 foot, 9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes. They have big eyes, like I can't explain it. And big mouth. They're shiny eyes, and they're not human. They're 100% they're not human.
The first takeaway from that when I watched it last night is still the thing that gets me tonight. It's the 911 operator. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's a random Tuesday.
I'm thinking, how many times has she had some nut job call in? Hey, I'm really I'm seeing the thing, man.
I've heard World of Worlds, buddy.
There is an extended version of that clip where he is begging her, please don't hang up. This isn't a joke.
You would have to. You
Yeah.
would absolutely have to be even, part way convincing to somebody. Mind you, I don't know what it's like in Las Vegas, but I know if you call 911, they are obligated to take the call, even if if it is a crank call, you're gonna hear about it, but they have to take the call on the chance that
It's real.
it is real.
Yeah.
So I just can't imagine being that person
Having to
answering the
take that
phone
call.
and hearing that there's an alien in my backyard.
Yeah. He's quoted as saying a tall, skinny alien creature with greenish colored skin that was about 8 to 10 feet tall was hiding behind the forklift in this family's backyard after a potential UFO crashed overnight, April 30th.
Describing the quintessential sci-fi classic alien.
Well, actually, he's got a weird twist on it because they say when it crashed and they looked in the backyard, it was blurry.
The alien was blurry.
No, like the whatever crashed was blurred, and they couldn't make out what it was.
Interesting.
But there was a circular impression
blurry in
left
that
in the
photo.
ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the flashing light though, that's the body cam footage.
That is body cam footage from a cop who saw it come down, and we have the clip of that as well.
Oh, cool.
Just before midnight on April 30th, skywatchers across several western states saw a bright fireball streak through the heavens. A police officer working in the Northwest Valley caught a glimpse of the colorful object on his body cam. At nearly the same time, a Ring camera in the area recorded a strange noise and what sounds like a crash.
Oh, we didn't see that last night.
No, I did find
that's
that
interesting.
clip. But that it originally broke on 8 Now News.
Okay.
So that's where that one was coming from.
All right.
But we do have the standalone Ring camera video if you want to hear that again.
Yeah, let's do it.
That's pretty freaky. And like you do see a flash of light just prior to the impact.
What's interesting is it's having been subjected to incoming high velocity projectiles, it sounds very similar.
Yeah.
So there's a few more clips I've seen too.
Sure, yeah.
Him and his family go in the backyard. I've seen the cops responding to it, and they black out the
they black it out when they go to the backyard.
The cops go in the backyard, it's blacked out.
What did the news agency we were watching said something about privacy or something?
Yeah, since when do they block it out?
Yeah, it just seemed kind of suspect.
Yeah.
And then I've seen many versions of this other video where 3 of them go into the backyard and are spooked by something and run out, and they're all talking, and it's hard to kind of hear what they're saying, but they're all freaked out. And then I've seen that video enhanced. I've seen it black and white. I've seen somebody try to make it a thermal image, try to brighten it, trying to darken it, trying to throw different effects on it. And I can't see what they're talking about at all. But then there was actual news reports saying that the family had disappeared, that they had been visited by the FBI the second day.
Interesting.
And so I had just sent Andy just before the show a video of this kid who phones in the 911 call, and he's also the kid in that body cam footage, and he's saying we're not disappeared, cops haven't taken us, there's I saw
also,
what I saw,
it's important
I think it was real, leave us alone.
As the we've done other podcasts, not this one, but we've done other podcasts that are more supernatural oriented, and I always take the position of the resident skeptic. Now, I feel that it is my duty as the resident skeptic to point out that the kid is also an active YouTuber.
I wouldn't call him active. He is literally, his first video is the video saying,
"Oh, really?
Here's my side of the story coming from me."
And he's got no other relatable materials on his channel.
No, it's okay. Explanation part 1. It's the Alien Society 51 channel.
Yeah. His one and only TikTok is saying, "Leave us alone." We haven't been disappeared.
Well, another news outlet did report that based on the Skycam footage and
sure,
the media has now descended upon them.
Well,
they would be all kinds of fake stuff.
Everybody's going to be interested. Everybody's going to want to talk.
Yeah, but not only you're not just going to get news outlets. You're going to get UFO hunters. You're going to get crackpots. You're going to
get
mayhem. Bread and circuses.
Simon Sonic Boomer Berry, welcome to the show. Says after billions of years, of flying intergalactic, they still keep crashing. How come they don't update their sat nav? That's right.
Because of our magnetic fields.
Yeah,
We
really.
got too much Wi-Fi and 5G.
5G chemtrails.
Yeah. Paul says a police officer claims to have seen the flash of green light as well. Yeah.
The body camera footage, yeah, and then we
Well,
get
that guy's partner or friend
Yeah.
corroborated it. That's why
we
he
get
was.
the audio from the
That's
officer that shows up who says,
we have that.
you've got it?
We got a short clip of it.
Oh,
yeah.
from the police officer. Let's
Yeah.
play that.
And they showed up about, what did they say, 40 minutes later?
Right. And he says
Asked
the only
a
reason
bunch
I'm
of
saying anything
teenagers
is
in the car if
because
they seen anything too.
yeah. Let's hear.
Now, it's more than an hour after that bright light. Officers meeting up with the caller and his family.
What'd you see?
It was like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like around 10 feet tall.
I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky too, so that's why I'm kind of curious. Did you see anything land in your backyard, or?
They see like a big. That's what they say. They see like a big something with light.
So yeah, there you go.
It's probably just coyotes, Elliot.
What's funny though is that can be taken so out of context, because now it's like, oh, a police officer said. Well, a police officer didn't necessarily say that, as a expert witness to ufology.
Yeah.
He's just saying, hey, somebody saw something, and I'm just telling you to know that we aren't like we're not
discounting.
Yeah, we're not dismissing you.
Yeah.
So I am the skeptic. I can't help it.
And in Las Vegas, any given person probably just dragged themselves across the high school goal line. So
yeah. I mean, even one of the internet news outlets we were looking at, it was a YouTube news outlet, even said, like, come on, like the circle thing looks like something that could have been done with dragging your shoe in a circle,
Maybe.
So I don't know. I mean,
another one pointed out though, can you actually rely on the authority in this, because they still haven't released footage from that
I don't know,
the mass shooting down there.
That is true.
Covering something up there.
That is true.
Bread and circuses.
That is true. I mean, with the declassification of all of the, I shouldn't say all of, but with the declassification of the sightings that have been declassified, I mean,
like the Pentagon has said, yeah, they're aliens.
Yeah, there's something going on.
So we're getting close to it.
But again,
they want you to look up, look down.
Look down.
Yes.
Look down. Again, though, I look at it and I say this, especially in America, where the military machine doesn't stop, and advancements and developments are always happening. And I said it before, aircraft like the F-117 Nighthawk and the B-2 Spirit bomber were flying, in some cases, a decade or more before they were revealed to the public. So how many UFO sightings are attributable to things like
misidentification?
Yeah, to advanced technology that we just don't want people to know about.
Yeah.
Not saying that that's what the case is here, because I mean,
I think we're getting close.
Close
because
to
there's another story that came out.
Yeah.
Military intelligence officer has become whistleblower.
Oh, he's been making the rounds,
and he's claiming, they're in possession of at least 12 craft.
Yeah, I did hear that.
They've got this. They've been lying to Congress, and Congress is like, "Yep, we're going to investigate," because enough people have come forward saying he's not lying.
I think when somebody who's in a position like that, based on their job, and they say that a governmental agency has been lying to the government, they should be investigating that agency to make sure that, hey, what's going on over here?
Yeah.
Because Mel Gibson is about to nuke Hollywood, so we're pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scary stuff, though.
It is. So I mean, I leave it up to the audience to make up their own mind about this stuff. What do you think?
I think they're here. They've been here.
Do you think this case is legit?
I think so.
Or do you think that that's just another case of a piece of space debris, a rock, a comet, not a comet,
that's no comet.
Not what do you call it?
I've seen comets.
Shooting star.
I could buy a decent drone.
Sure,
I could buy a decent drone at GameStop and put lights on it at the source.
Well, exactly. There are, are we ever going to get the truth?
Well, the truth is common sense. Like, we're not alone in the universe. We never were.
Sure.
We're not that important.
I don't think that this is 100% a UFO sighting, as much as it's probably the case of it is a a meteorite,
UAP.
a meteorite. Probably we've seen other similar. And the green color can just be attributable to the mineral content that's in the rock that's falling through the atmosphere.
True.
When it heats up. So
you
I don't know.
have to ask yourself, how many 911 calls like this are there? Like we touched on it
That
before.
would be interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would be
And
interesting.
why is this one at this moment being pushed?
Why is it
on
newsworthy?
global media?
Yeah. Why is it
You know me in real life.
Yeah.
I distrust everything.
Yep.
And when something this innocuous, it's cool.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I've been watching it just like everybody else. But when this hits this level of mainstream media, I immediately go.
What's the other hand doing?
Stop.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
You want
And
me?
maybe this is connected to that other one, right?
I don't know.
Like, because if intelligence guys over here saying look at facts, and you want everybody over here saying look at this, it may or may
look
not
at this
be.
crazy Bigfoot video. Yeah, right.
Could be the thing.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, I've said it before. If anything in the supernatural realm is possible, it's this. UFOs and other species, just like the law of averages, the math alone says there should be something else.
Yeah.
But the distance between us says that there's no way that we could exist at the exact same time.
Yeah, but they can time travel.
The math says absolutely, but the math is like,
we need the chance to collect alien toys.
Yeah, really.
I want my alien GI Joes.
Alien GI Joes. That's awesome. All right. Well, we're coming up here towards the end of the show, but before we do that, we have our regular segment brought to us by Andy, who's out there. He's in the aisles for all of us who can't get out there with toy tips from hunting at Dollarama. What do you got for us this week, Andy?
Well, I don't think we should jump there just yet.
Wait, did I get too far?
No, you didn't get too far, but I got one more thing for you here.
Okay. Wow. Like the Iron Sheik needed to take a swing at McDonald's for everybody. We should be thanking him for this one. At McDonald's, shut the fuck up. The people shit their pants when they eat your food.
And the last one, I love this one.
At McDonald's, fuck your McNuggets.
all caps.
All caps.
All caps.
Now there is a statement.
And he's replying to McDonald's. You see that, right? He's replying to
that's right.
Not only is he added, he's double added them.
I love the
he's replying to something they said. That's even better.
I do love the earlier one, the hashtag Team Shiki. All right, sorry. Now, toy tips.
Now we can roll on.
Toy tips. Hunting the aisles. What do you got, Andy?
So not a ton of new stuff out there this week, but for anybody looking for swimsuit Barbies,
oh, cool!
They're selling for $5, and they regularly retail for between $6 and $20.
You could almost have those in the seasonal aisle.
You could. And then the other fun one, if you're looking for a family game night, Hasbro's Barrel of Monkeys is selling for $4.
Barrel of Monkeys. I would like to open that barrel to see if they look the same way they did when we were kids.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Well, regular retail for these is around $17.99, so you can't go wrong with a Barrel of Monkeys.
Yeah, and how many can you string together?
Can you win the whole thing?
That's right. I want them all. Anyway, that pretty much wraps up another edition of Random Fandom for Tuesday, June 13th, 2023. We will be back next Tuesday for our next installment with a whole host of other new news articles. By the way, I already started working on that. I've already forwarded some articles off, at least one article off to you earlier today. Too late for today's show, but we will talk about it next week, along with all of the other. Yes, we'll talk about Treat Williams as well. And all of the other news worthy items that catch our interest between now and then. I would encourage you, come back next week, bring your stories, because we may not touch on the ones that interested you, but we definitely want to hear what you have to say, because we can't cover everything, and we are fans of stuff, and maybe we overlooked something that we'll like.
Yeah.
Go and check out our check out the YouTube channel. Go ahead and have a look at our current review series that we're working on. It's the Road to Ahsoka, as we look at the essential playlist of Ahsoka Tano episodes on Disney Plus. That, of course, is in preparation for the live action Ahsoka series. As we said, is coming August 23rd. We will be back that Sunday. I think it is the 22nd.
something.
20 something, the same Sunday, with our next review series, and that is the Ahsoka Fano show. Of course, it's right here on Fandom Power, only the way that we do it, deep dive style, with all of the lore connections and all of the speculation that you may or may not have become accustomed to from watching and or listening to our show. On that note, if you guys have thoughts and suggestions or things you want us to cover, see, or you want to be a part of the show, hit us up on all of the social media stuff. You can email us directly at fandompower3@gmail.com. And go ahead and check out our merch shop. Lots of pop culture inspired t-shirts like the one I am currently wearing. Lots of designs that you will see that wink, wink, nudge, nudge, emulated by some of our favorite fandoms. And maybe you'll find something there that you like, because you are supporting the channel directly by doing so. We do have a Patreon. It's a bit of a mess.
But the merch site, it's not just shirts.
No, absolutely, it's not just shirts. It is merch. It's all of the stuff. We don't have hats. We don't have hats yet. We're talking about hats. It's been an ongoing discussion. We will continue to have that discussion. But yes, go check it out.
This was a great fucking show.
Thank you, Iron Sheik, for all you have given us.
Hashtag Team Fandom Power. All right, everybody, that's it for me.
I've got no more.
All right, guys. Until the next time we meet, which should be sometime next week, for Fandom Power, my name is Wes.
I'm Andy.
And I'm Hank.
And we will see you on the next one. And bye for now.
Woo-hoo.